I'm starting to get nervous. In fact, no, I'm starting to get very nervous. Because in 3 days' time, RM1214 is going for an MOT. Now, I get nervous every time we take a bus for test, but with 1214, I am particularly nervous. And that's because we've not looked underneath this bus for well over a year. Not since we changed the engine if we had the bus up on the ramps to have a good look underneath. And that's what we're going to do in the next couple of minutes. We're going to get the bus up in the air and have a good look underneath, but who knows what we're going to find. Whatever we do find, we've got 3 days to sort. Today is Saturday morning. The bus is booked for an MOT on Tuesday morning. We haven't got a lot of time to fix any problems that we might find underneath that bus as we get her ready and prep her for an MOT test. It's the final hurdle in this bus's restoration. She's got to pass, because then we can add her to the fleet and she can start carrying passengers again. So let's get this bus up in the air and let's see what we find.
This is the first time in over a year we've had a chance to have a good look under 1214 and get it ready for its first MOT here with Routemaster for hire. So, a few things we've noticed. We've got an oil leak up on the steering box. Back here, the alternator cables, the plastic covering's coming off, so that all needs cleaning up, and we'll make a repair to that. And then moving backwards, when we had the bus running, there's this exhaust flex section is blowing just up here. The same with the middle one. Is blowing, you can see it there, probably on the camera as well, just round here and up the frames. So we need to sort that out before the MOT. And also, we've noticed on the power steering ram, whoever put these hoses on has set it up so that that is rubbing against the Jubilee clip on the top one's fraying round here, so we'll make sure they're changed with our local hydraulic company before the MOT.
So one of the things we have discovered that we're not too happy about is the fuel pump is actually leaking fuel, and it's not coming out of one of the hoses, it's actually coming out of the body of the pump itself. So we're going to swap it out for one of our spares.
Is it off now?
It's off now, yeah.
You'll have to jiggle it, the pipe's undone, but it will come off with it.
The inlet part?
Yeah, it's undone. Dave's having a wrestle with the pump.
This is the new one going in.
We hope. Give it full throttle and wind it over.
Stop flag went up. Something's leaking from there, where Everything clear?
Yeah.
Your side's got to go higher than mine, isn't it?
A little bit.
Along there.
Hang on, not done yet.
Another little job we've had to do is take both sets of back wheels off, because we found the wheel arches are both loose up here and the mud flaps are falling off. So we're just making a repair up to the top, and then we're going to make a repair section to put in the bottom to attach new mud flaps to. So this side is a little bit worse than the other side, because this has come away completely from the sort of upper wheel arch. So I'll try and repair what's left of the metal around there and rivet that back as well and make a piece for the bottom. So we're just marking these out now, ready for putting, and then we're going to go to a local workshop just up the road to guillotine the pieces of metal to size.
The workshop we're using belongs to the Wrexham and District Society of Model Engineers. They run 3.5 and 5-inch gauge models on this lovely little track located at the Pantarock in Gresford, which is near Wrexham. You can ride trains for free here every Sunday between 12 and 4. They just ask for a donation towards their running costs.
So here's one of the pieces we marked out earlier. So we're going to cut that to size on the guillotine. So next we're going to put a fold on the bottom of this piece of metal, and that's to lip round the bottom of the where the mud flap attaches. Like that. So, George has been masking up while we've been away. We've been away and made the pieces that we're going to rivet into repairing, and those for the bottom. And then once we've fitted those, we're going to spray it all in under seal to give it protection from the weather. So that's both repair pieces put in, so we've now got something to attach the new mud flaps to when we make them up, that we haven't made yet, but we've got the rubber.
Have we? Yeah, we have. Right, while Tim's doing the offside, it's my job to do the wheel arch here on the near side. That's it, that's both panels on. A little bit more prep and we're ready for painting.
So that's all the prep work done, ready for giving it a coat of underseal. Now this stuff is water resistant, so it'll help protect any of the areas from getting water into the inside of the bus. It's like a rubber type of sealant. Then we can put the new mud flaps on and put it all back together.
So you use the whole tin?
Yeah.
And with the offside painted, the process was repeated on the near side. Well, that is it. The MOT prep is now done. There's a lot of extra jobs that we had to do, and it's taken us a lot longer than we thought. We've done 3 very late nights. It's now 11 o'clock at night. It's a Monday evening, and the MOT is at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So far, we've managed to do an awful lot to get this bus ready for its MOT. There's been various hoses we've had to replace on the brakes and on the power steering. And as you saw earlier on in the video, we've replaced the 2 mud guards at the back of the bus. But the biggest job was replacing the exhaust section in the middle of the bus. We realised when the engine was running that exhaust was blowing. That would have been an MOT failure, so that had to be sorted. So all in all, Tim and I have spent hours getting this bus ready for MOT. We think it will pass, but it all comes down to MOT examiner's interpretation of what we've done during 1 hour tomorrow morning. Will it pass? Let's keep our fingers crossed. Well, we just left the test station, and as you can probably tell by the cheesy grin on my face, the bus passed. She passed with flying colours, no advisories as well, so that's great news. It means at long last we can add this bus to the Routemaster for hire fleet, and she can start carrying passengers once again. And if you've watched some of our earlier videos, you'll know that we've had more than our fair share of delays and complications in getting this bus ready to carry passengers again. So I think we now deserve a bit of a celebration. And there is no better way to celebrate in Britain in summer on a bank holiday weekend than with a barbecue. And that's exactly what we're doing tonight. Everybody that's been involved in RM1214's restoration has been invited to the barbecue. Unfortunately, some people can't make it, but we're still going to have a good time tonight. Now, I like doing a barbecue, but I don't like doing boring sausages and burgers. I like to challenge myself. So today we are doing a beef brisket slow and sear on the barbecue. Here it is. Look at that bad boy. That's going to take 8 hours to cook, so we started early, so tonight that is going to be tender and lovely. Oh, and by the way, if you like barbecuing as well, if you barbecue with a gas barbecue, you're not a barbecuer. That's a grill. To be a proper barbecuer, you've got to use charcoal.
Tinfoil.
Dave's got it there.
Get him a
They're in there. They're in there.
Grab a Corona.
You having a bottle of Coke?
They're in there. Temp. They're warm.
I've got a load.
You've got to use
Yeah, that's a colder. Colder.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
I'll be fine on the I'll be fine,
So I do think, yeah, a lot of those.
That's nice, that Dave.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's good.
Kelly.
Cheers! And then after the celebrations, a few days later, it was back to business. It was time for the long-awaited first private hire job for RM1214.
So, 1214 has passed her first MOT with us here at Routemaster for Hire, and today, after the celebratory barbecue, she's out on her first private hire. So, let's see how it goes.
My name's Hayden and this is RM1214 and I am delighted to be its first conductor.
And for this job she was joining Alan's RM2213 on a double bus booking, picking up a wedding party at Nest Gardens on the Wirral and running them to their reception just outside Chester.
I remember clearly the occasion. He's the owner.
Beautiful buses.
Sorry?
Beautiful buses.
Thank you.
Thanks ever so much.
Thank you, conductor. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Go on, try and hand together, that's it. Yeah, go, yeah. Wicked. Awesome, I'm going to get a little bit closer. Go have another kiss like that. Hey, there we go. Right, go and get a drink. Go and enjoy yourself. Thank you.
So there we go, that's the first wedding done and it's going really well. So here's to lots more weddings later on this year. Fingers crossed.
Well, there you have it. That is the end of another video, and indeed it's the end of this series of videos on RM1214's restoration. I'm delighted after months of blood, sweat and tears, we finally got her through an MOT and added to the Routemaster for hire fleet. At the weekend, the bride and groom and all the passengers loved her. Tim really enjoyed driving her as well. He said she performed faultlessly, which is great news. So hopefully she'll be part of our fleet now for many years to come. Now, a lot of you have been asking what's going to happen to the videos now RM1214 is done. Well, the bad news is this is the last video. We just don't have time to make any more videos going forward. No, I'm only joking. Of course we're going to continue making videos. We've got a new bus. Well, it's not a new bus. It's a new bus to us. It's actually a very old bus. And I'll introduce you to that bus in the coming weeks. But that vehicle will be the focus of the majority of our videos going forward. Now, you will of course still see RM1214 and all the other buses in the Routemaster for hire fleet as well, and that's because we will continue to do maintenance on them, and from time to time we will do more video updates on those buses as well. And indeed on 1214 there's still some jobs to do on this bus. I want to do the cab. We've not touched the cab yet, so that will be the focus of a video going forward as well. And there's one or two other finishing touches that I want to do on this bus, and we'll video those for you too. So, from me and the team, thank you very much for watching. I would like to say a special thanks to everybody that's been involved in this bus's restoration right from the start. Far too many people to mention, but you know who you are. I know you watch all the videos, so thank you guys and girls for all your help. And of course, thank you to you for watching. The bloopers are on the way next, and from me and the team, hope you've enjoyed this last one. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. It's 10:15 at night. It's so hot. Look at my head. Sweating like a cornered virgin. Sweating like a fat lass. Right, get this fucking straight.
It's you this cockeyed.
Neville, get it down. So all in all, Tim and I...
All in all, Dave needs to go to bed.
Yeah. So all in all, Tim and I spent many hours getting this buddy... So all in all, Tim and I have spent many hours getting this bus ready for MOT. So Tim and I... Tim...
So all in all, me and him...
Yeah?
Well,
Have spent...
I don't know what you were going to say next.
Oh.